Okay, I got it. He was a wily little thing. Let's grab this sucker. The suckers are really good, and I'm not usually a sucker person, but these ones are good. They're called Yummy Earth Organic ones, and they're like the perfect size. They're not too big, and they got a full dose of your daily vitamin C. Okay. We're gonna plug it in.
When will they let me go home?
I'm not sure. Probably not today. Maybe tomorrow. Look, I shouldn't say that, but you seem like a nice person. I feel like I should warn you. There's this doctor here. They call him Dr. X. He's a chief of psychiatry in this hospital. You won't be able to go home until he's talked to you, and he's really good at getting into your head. You know what I'm saying? He will ask you a lot of tricky questions. But he's a really great guy. You should trust him.
Tell me more about this Dr. X.
His name is Xavier Zellman, but everyone just calls him Dr. X.
What a name.
He comes on the ward often, usually late in the afternoon or in the evening. I personally really like him. But you hear all sorts of stories in a place like this, you know.
This is
I don't know
Smashing
what to
Strawberry.
believe anymore. All I know is he's been very friendly and supportive. Some doctors won't even say hello to you. But Dr. X usually stops and asks how I am. He knows I have some problems. He can see I'm not happy here. He actually offered me some free weekly sessions. I think I might take him up on his offer.
What are they saying about him?
Oh yeah, they say he's a big flirt. Nurses, cleaners, patients. He doesn't care, as long as they're wearing a skirt. One girl I knew, Linda, I heard they had an affair.
Gossip.
Stupid girl. Well, she left, and I never saw her again. Now, why do you think that is? Dr. X got her knocked up. They covered it up and quietly got rid of her. Probably paid her some money. I don't know how these things work, but it must have been enough to shut her up. I bet he'll be more careful now. But I can't really say a bad word about him, personally. Well, one thing. Maybe. Don't laugh, okay?
She mad that he hasn't flirted with her?
He's got a weird smell.
Oh.
What do you mean?
He smells funny. I don't know. Maybe it's just bad aftershave. Or maybe it's something he eats.
Oh, thanks for the warning. I'll try not to get too close to him.
Now that I think about it, there's something else too. I'll tell you this, Susan. He starts talking to you, and you just open up and tell him everything. It's very odd. I don't exactly hide things from people, but he got some really private stuff out of me. Really private. You know what I mean? Things I wouldn't tell my mother about. And we haven't even started those sessions yet. So, be prepared for that.
Sure. But it's a bit too late for me to hide how I feel now anyway. I think I made it very clear when I swallowed those pills. I'm tired. Let me sleep now.
Fine. I'll see you again. Be careful who you trust here, Susan.
Like,
They
I'm
will
just
be
on the
watching
Steam
you.
sale.
How do I know
Creepy.
you're not one of them?
You don't. But do I really look like a bad person to you?
I think so.
I don't know. Maybe not.
I'll see you tonight. Remember what I said. Dreams are just dreams. But when they turn into nightmares, it's good to have someone there to pinch your arm and wake you up. Right?
Right.
We'll start with a little chat about your childhood. I want you to be as honest as possible. It's important if we want to get to the bottom of your problem. Count to 10 and tell me when you're ready, Susan.
I'm a creeper. We gotta count to 10. 1, a 2, a 3, crack, a 3.
This isn't all about whether you're nuts or not, like we said before. It's about finding what has caused how you're feeling now and creating a working solution. In order to achieve that, I need to get to know you better. Can we talk about your childhood first? Your parents. When you're a child, your life revolves around them. What was your father like? Did you have a good relationship
Slow
with
down,
him?
doctor. Okay, did we have a great dad? Okay, you choose what kind of woman she is. Yeah, I had a great dad. No, he wasn't a good father to me. I was brought up without a father. First person to say, wind. Bad dad? Alright.
No, he wasn't a good father to me. He was a cold, scary man. Had this wall around him. I could never talk to him about anything. He wouldn't understand. He'd just punish me instead. Maybe it's his fault I got some wires crossed in my head, because he never loved me. I've always wondered what it feels like to have a loving dad.
Maybe it's not too late to fix things between you two.
It is. He's dead. Cancer. 6 years ago.
I see. But it isn't too late for you to put things right in your heart.
Gotta forgive
Have you
him.
forgiven him?
Gotta forgive him. Have you forgiven him? Okay, we good.
Yes. What happened, happened. I see no point in blaming him forever.
Good. Clearly you closed this chapter in your life. Holding a grudge against your father would be holding a grudge against yourself.
How did you get to that crazy assumption?
Your father is a part of you, whether you want it or not. Children subconsciously copy their parents' behavior and recreate it later in life.
I'm sorry, but I have to disagree.
Why does that upset you, Susan? This isn't something I just made up. These are scientific facts which have been
You should
tested
know that,
and
Susan,
proven
you're a
over the
nurse.
years.
If you say so, fine.
You haven't really forgiven your father, have you? That's what it's all about.
I said fine.
This is definitely something we have to work on in the future.
Oh, I lied.
Let's talk about your mother now. What was she like? Would you care to tell me about her?
She was a prostitute. Okay. Was she a wonderful mom, a horrible mother, or I lost her when I was still a child? Which one? You guys, I try to eat a couple bananas a day, and I didn't even eat one today. Leave me alone. So which one? Just horrible mother? I don't know. Do we all agree horrible mother? Alright. Good mom? Alright, we'll do good mom. Maybe she's lying
I
about
can't
that.
complain. My mum was great.
Oh, there's
She
our
brought
mom.
me up well.
She's pretty.
Me and her. We were like best friends,
Oh, that's
like
pro.
soulmates.
Okay, that's
We did
creepy.
everything together. She passed away 7 years ago. When Dad first got diagnosed with cancer, it was too much for her.
Too much.
He kept pretending he was fine, but she just couldn't take it. Her heart gave up. She died quickly. My father kept fighting it. Another 8 months of illness and intensive chemo finally beat him, though. He thought he was unbeatable, but he wasn't.
Okay, I'm beginning to get a better picture. That's enough about your parents for now. Let's take 2 minutes, and we will talk about something else.
Let's talk about my cats.
I need to get out of this place. I hate hospitals. Besides, I really want to go home and forget all about this.
What about my cats? I'm gonna take lots of gloves. Just gonna stuff them up. Probably put some in our undie pants. Oh wait, there's a sink. Oh wait, go in. There's a sink. Look, we're running water. I know.